authentic leadership, and heartfelt connection. Whether it's supporting a fellow agent in need or encouraging someone through a challenge, we are here to remind each other that we are not alone. And we talked about that last week with Brad. It was wonderful. We are connected. So if this is your first time joining us, welcome, a big hand. And if you're returning, thank you for being part of our growing movement. Last month's huddle was something special. We heard a lot of positive feedback about our guest, Brett Carade. That's like Carade, like parade. And he's from McLean, Virginia. I'd like to introduce you guys to each other so that you can remember where we're from. And if you ever need assistance with real estate in that area, we should always think of each other. Brett, thank you again for pouring into us. I'm not sure you're here. I can't see, but if you are, you're truly left a mark on those that did attend. I hope each of us walked away inspired and practiced the power of making others feel seen, valued, and supported. I'm super excited about today's guest, Natasha Tellis. She's working on getting signed on. I'm sure she'll be here momentarily.
I'm here.
Oh, yay. I can't see. I can't see. I'm so excited that you're here. Lisa, can you talk a little bit about the song that we were listening to as we came on today?
Absolutely, Kim. Well, the Heart We Show is really truly reflects the KW belief system, WI4C2TES. And that's a mouthful, right? But today I want to really spotlight the first core value, which is W, win-win or no deal. And it's just not a business model, right? It's a mindset. And if everyone involved can't walk away feeling heard, respected, and whole, it's not the right deal. This value has not only affected me in my business, but also my personal life as well. And if everyone is involved can't walk away, again, then it's not the right deal. This value is, I think, is a critical foundation. And so it reminds me to lead with fairness, to listen with grace, and to trust the process. Because when we lead from the heart, I believe that we all win. That's the Heart We Show.
Thank you, Lisa. And we're going to continue going through those acronyms as the months go on. Before we dig in any further, please pause. I can't go any further without remembering the families, especially those in the area of Texas that have been affected by the floods. So many lives have been impacted by this devastation, among them the campers of Camp Mystic. I know for a fact that our KW family with KW Cares are on the ground helping. And I want to remember that today. And I'd like just to take a moment of silence. Everybody just close your eyes so you're not distracted. And at the end of the moment, John Barber agreed to pray for those affected.
Father, we come before you with heavy hearts as we reflect on those families impacted by the floods in Texas and other parts of the country. I think especially for those who lost their daughters, their young daughters, in this tragic event. So many stories being told, and even stories being told by the survivors, the little girls that rewrite songs that are grounded in their faith, and we thank you for that. But today we especially think of those who have lost their family members. Think of those who are hurting and grieving, that they'd feel your presence, that they'd feel your comfort, and know that you care for them in spite of this difficulty. For those now rebuilding physically, emotionally, spiritually through this time, I pray that they would seek you first, that they would feel the love of those around them, and that we would all give generously in ways that we can to support those in this recovery, the season of recovery. Father, I thank you for being part of a company that cares, that truly cares, and doesn't just talk about it, but goes out and does something. And I pray for those who are there, boots on the ground, that you protect them, you keep them safe, and that you'd encourage them as they're serving. We again lift up the families to you and ask that they would see you in a special way and experience your presence in a very personal way, we pray. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
And thank you, John, so much. And we'll continue to remind you to give to KW Cares to help Texas. You'll hear it a few times as we go through this morning. So thank you again. On another note, before we dive in, let's take a moment to celebrate our July head hugger, Nancy Boyle. Nancy, thank you for stepping up into the leadership role. And when you do that, you're like, what do I do? So it's a learning process for every single person who takes on the job of head hugger. And you have such a heart for loving people. And I know that as you get through the month, as we walk through the month, you're going to really be an impact and a blessing to others. So every month, the head hugger has an inspirational statement. Do you have one that you'd like to share? Nancy, you'll have to unmute.
Hi, yes, so I actually shared it. I had Lisa help me in preparing it, and then we posted it on Facebook, and I'll read it. It's an inspiration from Morgan Freeman, and it is that my inspirational quote is, "Self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to the point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant action of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence." And that was my inspiration.
That's full packed. We should go back to the Facebook, the Hugs group on Facebook. It's there, and reread that and let it sink in, right? Thank you very much.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so without much further ado, when I met Natasha Tello, we had an immediate connection. And I'm just so excited. I'm jumping up and down, Natasha, for you to share today. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Natasha Tello is a highly accomplished operating partner for multiple Keller Williams offices in South Florida, with a real estate career spanning back to 2000 and over 2,000 homes sold by the Tello team. She's a proven success. Beyond her impressive sales, Natasha deeply embodies the Keller Williams culture. She's actively teaching Quantum Leap, which I'm so excited to know more about, to help young adults accelerate their success. She is truly committed to coaching and training, and I personally found her to be a hugger, a dynamic woman. She radiates warmth, and she is so genuine. And I'm so happy that I have gotten to know you a little bit, and look forward to hearing from you now, Natasha.
Awesome. Kim, thank you so much. I'm super excited. I don't know if you can see, but I wore the shirt today at our leadership retreat. I wore the hugger shirt, and our entire group now is like, well, where do I get a hugger shirt? I need a hugger shirt.
We have
I don't know. You got to talk to Kim. I don't have them.
Oh, well, just send me a message at hugs@kw.com, and I'll get you in the next order.
Awesome. Hugs at KW.com team. All right. So what everybody doesn't realize is the reason why we had a little difficulty logging in is because we are at our mid-year advance. We don't call it a retreat because we're not going backwards. It's what we're doing to look forward. And so I've got our entire leadership team here in the room. We're offsite today doing that. And we paused to have this call with the team. So I just wanted to let you all know, because you're going to hear from some of our leaders. The message isn't just for me. If we really want to be true leaders, we bring others along on the journey. And so one of the things that I value a lot is empowering other leaders. So I'd love to just give you all a few minutes of just some of my random thoughts as I prepared to talk to you all today. Yesterday was July 17th. And for me, it was my 29th birthday. Now, y'all are looking at me going, really? She's only 29? Yes. No, it's not. But it is.
Wait a minute, Natasha. You and I were born on the same day, my dear.
Well, I was reborn on July 17th. And the reason why I can tell you this is because my birthday was November 18th. But July 17th was the day I was given a second chance at life. 29 years ago yesterday, TWA Flight 800 went down, and I was supposed to be on that flight. And so for me, I look at it going, I've had 29 additional years on this earth. What am I doing with my time? And I'm making a difference in the lives of others, because that's what I was put on this earth to do. I knew that I was given a second chance that day. And from that day on forward, it drives me. So sometimes our leaders don't realize what drives me, that no matter how bad a market can be, It's not as bad. I'm still above ground. Gentleman here in security said this morning, "You're always had a smile." I said, "Yeah, I've got everything to smile about. I'm alive. It's awesome here." So let me ask you guys a question. We know that the market has been challenging. Most of you are in the real estate sales side of our business, and we realize that these are tough times. But are you going to rise to the occasion, or are you going to let the market define you? Because this is when real leaders are born. Real leaders step up when everyone steps aside. The agents who win in this market are not the ones with the flashiest marketing. They're not the ones who have the fanciest websites or anything. It's the ones who have the grit, who get up every day and do the hard things, that love on their clients and customers. They do the boring things. They lead generate every day, every day, every day, every day. Okay? Grit isn't sexy and it isn't glamorous, but it is actually what builds legacy. And every time you lean into that discomfort, you're leaning and you're layering one more brick into the empire that you set out to build. When you set out to build your real estate business, did you set out to build a business or did you set out to leave a legacy? Because we are a company of legacy and destiny, and you're here for a reason. You are the chosen for a reason. And I want you to remember that on the days that it's hard. Right now, one of our most important things is to protect our mindset. As entrepreneurs, the most important thing we have is our mindset because it's our confidence. It's where our confidence comes from. And our confidence is getting rocked every day. We question ourselves. Did we price it correctly? Did we do it correctly? Did we not do? Right? We're questioning ourselves. And leaders on this call, it's the same thing. That's what we're questioning. And that is the most important thing to protect is our mindset. So right now, your mindset is either your strongest asset or it's your biggest liability. And you've got to protect it like your life depends on it because your livelihood does. You see, confidence doesn't come from the market. It comes from what you say to yourself every single day when things get quiet. So, what is the story you're telling yourself? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you spending time with? All of that seeps in. And those of you with the rock solid mindsets, how are you helping to uplift and empower the others? You're the huggers. You're the ones that love on everybody, even when things for you are tough, right? It's not always easy. Leadership is not always easy. And yet, that's what we were called to do. So I want to remind you, you weren't just built to survive. You were built to lead and you were built to thrive. And leadership means sharing your voice and lifting up others. Having the uncomfortable conversations, even when it feels awkward, but it's the right thing to do. Leadership is about bringing others along for the journey. So Kim, I love that what you and John began because you're bringing so many others along for the journey as we grow and we love on other people, right? I would love to invite, part of my thing is to invite the leaders in my world up. So I'm going to ask a couple of our leaders to come by and we've literally set this up.
She's frozen.
Yep. Okay, so sorry guys, we've set this up so that I can move off the stage here and I'm going to have the next leader come up and speak for you for a minute. And as they make their rotation past here, I will come in and close us out at the end. So I would like to ask, first up would be our managing broker, Adrian Lindemann.
All right. Well, good afternoon, Team Huggers. Simple message that I feel you, those who make a difference in the lives of others, need to be reminded of from time to time. What you do is not visible only in the outcomes you help to deliver, but in the way that you guys show up for one another. We've seen firsthand the small things that you do that never make a headline. The check-ins, the extra miles, the honest conversations, and the steadiness when things get shaky. Those are the kind of actions that last. Quiet, consistent, and more importantly, human actions. What you do isn't always easy work. It asks you to show up with empathy when your tanks might even be low. It demands clarity when situations aren't always the clearest, and it expects you guys to care deeply while also knowing how to hold on to boundaries. That balancing act you guys been doing it with grace, and I just want to take a moment and acknowledge that. You reminded us that we don't need to wait for permission to lead, and more importantly, to stand for someone in need. Continue to lead with your hearts, act with purpose, and never underestimate the power of simply showing up. Continue to take pride in what you guys are building every day, even when you think no one's watching, because you matter to the people whose lives you shape quietly. Thank you.
Hello, huggers. My name is Davies. I'm the Market Center Tech Trainer for Natasha's offices. I honestly want to bring just something real light. Real estate is really the only job where we can change lives, we can build wealth, and still answer text messages from the bathroom. So don't forget that your hustle has purpose and someone's dream home is waiting on your consistency.
Nice.
Hey huggers, how are you guys today? My name is Jenny Aline. I'm part of the executive leadership team here at L5L. And I just got done talking to our team about our adversity quotient and how we respond to things in difficult times. And I wanted to share a thought with you, specifically about consistency. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Most people think it means never missing a day, being on time, being on 24/7, and perfect execution every time. But the truth is, the all or nothing mindset kills more dreams than lack of talent ever will. Real consistency is about getting back on track faster, not about never falling off track. Instead of chasing perfect daily execution, aim for imperfection, but persistent action. Your comeback will always be stronger than your setback. You don't need 365 perfect days. You need 365 attempts to show up. Progress over perfection always. Become someone who bounces back every time, because consistency isn't about being perfect, it's about being relentless. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Danielle Hansen. I am the team leader at the Pembroke Pines. Hi, Kim.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
You came and did our Thanksgiving at our market center. So thank you for that. And I just wanted to talk to everyone and just share why I chose Keller Williams as my brokerage of choice. And you just to say, people ask me why I choose Keller Williams, and my answer is very simple. It's the people. The company has shaped me not just being a better businesswoman or a team leader, but also a better human being. I've been mentored, I have been encouraged, I have been challenged, and most importantly, I have been seen. In moments of success and in seasons of struggle, I've never felt alone. The support runs deeper than deals and contracts, it reaches into our soul. And you as huggers and creating this, I think that that's just an epitome of who we are as Keller Williams, because not only we see agents as, I don't want to say deals, but we see them as human beings, and we bring back empathy back into our everyday lives and into their lives as well. So it's very powerful. You're reminding us that leadership isn't about titles, it's about heart. It's about presence. It's about being there for someone, not because it's required, but because it's right. And so I say thank you for doing what you're doing and continue doing it. And you have our support here. Thank you.
We thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is John DiMorsino. I'm the team leader over at KW Legacy over in Weston. And, and just speaking about adversity, one thing I know about adversity is that almost everyone that we know is affected by some kind of adversity, whether they're currently facing it, whether they just came out of adversity, if they just overcame it, or they're about to face adversity again. So for anyone that knows me, I spent a little while, about 10 years in the military, in overseas in different combat zones and so forth. I met some of the most amazing people in the entire world, but I've also got to see some of the uglier side of the world as well. And as I was dealing with a lot of that adversity, when I came back home with that, I realized that I was fighting this. I was fighting it. And it was only until the day that someone told me, John, embrace this adversity, embrace what you're dealing with. Once I embraced it and I actually stopped fighting what I was actually dealing with, and I was able to surrender to the reality, only then was I actually able to work on myself, fix myself, heal, and actually recover. What I'm going to say again is just surrender to the reality, not to the outcome, but surrender to the reality. And once you surrender it and you stop fighting it, that's the way when you can start from heal from there. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Hi, my name is Daisy. I've been with L5L for a long, long time. And Natasha wanted me to share 1 minute of something that I can tell other people. So I'm going to go back to basics from right at the beginning, my first business meeting at KW. And it was 3 things. Number 1 is attitude, having a positive attitude. And I'm going to tell you why I say that, because this business is real. This business has a lot of challenges. This business, we go through so much, but the truth is it's not about houses and money. It's all about people. And when you connect with people and you have the right attitude, they will follow you and you will create your tribe who will follow you forever. The second one would be believe. Believe in yourself and believe in the business that you started. Be committed to it. And when I talk about commitment, think about one thing. When you commit to the things that are the hardest, believe it or not, automatically they're going to drive you to to be the very best that you can. And one of our leaders just shared about consistency. And I didn't want to write anything down because I just wanted to talk from my heart. And one of the things about being consistent is going to break through all of the limits that you ever thought. So be consistent, be committed. And the last thing I want to say to you today is God is going to equip you to really be there for the people that he's going to put in your path. Be your very best, be a leader, be a person of influence, and go out and make a difference.
Oh, thank you. So good, all of you.
So I'm back. So you've got to hear from our leadership team here, and hopefully you picked up a few nuggets or two that made a difference in your life. You all pour into everyone every day, and I thought we should pour into you for a change. You're not just in the real estate business team, you're in the business of transforming lives. You transform the lives of the people you serve every single day. You're the guide, you're the rock, and you're the answer that others need, even when they don't know that they needed it. So let's get out there, let's keep leading, and let's make the second half of this year your best half. I appreciate you guys. Kim, I appreciate you. John, I appreciate you for supporting Kim and starting this group. And that's it. Let's go hug on some people.
And we appreciate you, man. That was just full and very full of nuggets. And I love your story. I didn't know your story and how powerful that was. And so your second birthday was way more important than my first birthday. So I'll remember your story.
All important.
Wow, that's really, really amazing. When you recognize that you've been given another chance and that you want to make a difference, and you truly do. From the moment I met you, you have been energetic and impactful to the people around you. So I thank you so much for taking this time, especially during your meeting, to talk to us. So we're going to, we like to keep this as to our 20 minutes. So we're going to just turn this back over to Lisa and let her wrap it up for today.
Well, I just want to first of all say, Natasha, amazing for your mid-year advance and all those that this is, I have to say from my personal heart, probably one of the best huddles yet. I want to thank those for the first timers. I see Shirley Robinson from Coral Springs office, and I see Marat on the line as well. And thank you for everyone who has come back again. This is really, really, really a heartfelt message that is motivation, it's connection, and it's inspiration. But let's talk about what Hug Specially is to celebrate each other. And a lot of the team talked about that, but we want to say, if you know or you need a hug, let us know about it. Nancy Boyle, our July head hugger, or in your particular office, whoever is that representative. Or you can always go to Life at KW Boca/hugs to submit a request. And of course, in the true hug spirit, I want to kind of reiterate, go to KW Cares, I think is it .com or .org, to support the families in Texas. And then, of course, if you want to wear your kindness, grab a I Am a Hugger t-shirt for $25, or we have blankets for $40, perfect for clients, for colleagues, or just for yourself. So you can always reach out to Kim, or again, go to lifeatkwboca.com/hugs. And just a reminder, let's keep spreading hugs wherever we go. And back to you, Kim.
And again, I can't thank you enough, Natasha, and I can't wait to cross paths with you again. But before we go, I think we each need a hug. So take your left hand and put it on your right shoulder, and your right hand on your left shoulder, and squeeze really tight and give yourself a hug. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I love you guys, and I hope you'll come back next month for another special Hugs Huddle. Unmute and say, have a great